Assalamu alaikum. This is the Future Architect Wali, and today I'm going to review the role of curiosity in learning. It's a TED talk by Sir Ken Robinson. Uh, his talk is a master class in challenging the status quo. His central thesis is that the education system is being treated like an industrial process, a mechanical system where you put inputs in one end and expect standardized outputs at the other. He argues that humans are organic creatures, not machines. By focusing on three core principles: diversity, curiosity, and creativity, Robinson highlights why the current global obsession with testing is failing. He famously uses the metaphor of Death Valley. Nothing that the valley isn't dead, it's just waiting for the right conditions to bloom. The talk is a powerful critic of compliance. He suggests that we have spent billions of dollars trying to fix education by making it more rigid when we should have been making it more flexible. He shifts the burden of leadership from those who dictate policy to those who control the climate, the teachers and local administrators uh, who can foster an environment where children actually want to learn. Principles to Pakistan, applying Robinson's Death Valley metaphor to Pakistan, reveals both significant challenges and immense dormant potential. If we talk about beyond the rote learning culture in Pakistan, the educational landscape is heavily dominated by a culture of memorization. Whether in the matriculation system or competitive exams, the focus is often on reproducing textbook rather than questioning them. The Robinson tries to make a connection. He argues that curiosity is the engine of achievement. In Pakistan, the heavy emphasis on grades over understanding often stifles the engine. To escape our own death valley, the shift must move from compliance, uh, or you can say memorizing the syllabus, to inquiry or asking why. Pakistan has a long standing societal preference for a narrow range of professions, like the diversity of talent versus the doctor engineer binary. And you can say that it's primarily medicine and engineering. He insists that human talent is immensely diverse. By funneling all bright students into two or three disciplines, we lose potential artists, we lose designers, we lose social entrepreneurs and philosophers too. Embracing a broad curriculum would allow Pakistan to tap into the diverse creative economy that remains largely untapped. With the introduction of initiatives like the single national curriculum, there is a push for uniformity, while the goal is equity. He warns that the standardization is not same as uh, high standards. When we talk in context of Pakistan, in a country as geographically and culturally diverse, uh, from the mountains of Gilgit to the coast of Karachi, a one-size-fits-all approach can be difficult. High standards should be maintained, but the delivery must be localized to the student's specific environment and language needs to truly suit the soil. In many Pakistani schools, teachers are viewed as deliverers of a fixed curriculum rather than mentors. Robinson argues that teaching is a creative profession. Here is an opportunity in Pakistan. By empowering Pakistani educators with more autonomy and better training in emotional intelligence and creative pedagogy, we change the climate of the classroom. Instead of a place of fear or boredom, the classroom becomes a place of possibility. Pakistan's youth is often cited as a challenge, but through Robinson's lens, uh, it is our greatest dormant resource. We do not need to re engineer our students, we need to change the conditions of our schools. If the educational climate in Pakistan shifts to value individual creativity and the technological adaptability over mere compliance, we will see a super boom of innovation. Like the flowers in Death Valley, the talent is already there. It's simply waiting for an environment that allows it to grow. Thank you.